Guys, I'm just pulling up from filming what you're gonna just see. I filmed up and down the streets, east to west, north to south, roads I'd never seen before and roads I've been down a million times. Middleton, Idaho delivers. It's got a lot of land. You can get a lot more bang for your buck. You're gonna see why. It's spread out. It's not exactly overpopulated. I live 2 miles from the freeway out here. I loved my time in Eagle, but this video tour is gonna show you the ins and outs of what you can expect in Middleton as you go and tour the streets with me. Let's go. Starting off our tour in Middleton, Idaho, we are going down Main Street. We're heading east. Obviously, you just Middleton Middle School there. That used to be the high school until it got a fire about 15 years ago. You'll appreciate its actually small town charm and feel. The football field looks like good old, small town America sports. It supports the middle school just fine. Middleton itself, when you drive down, it's not exactly prim and proper everywhere. There's a lot of businesses, just like we're seeing that bank or size kitchen, that are, fixed up. Then you have Mike's Bargain Bar next to a nice physical therapy. Shout out to Lee's Physical Therapy where I went. Just some things that are being changed. This is a nice shopping mall here in the Middleton Village. Sunrise Cafe is nice. There's different areas that are nice, but we have, it's going to take a little bit of a process for Middleton to become everything that needs to become. Right now it's fine though. I mean, I love that it feels small. It's not perfect and cute and proper everywhere. Real estate is still being, when leases end, you're seeing new companies come in or new small businesses or boutiques taking over. Definitely a small town. And that was Middleton Road. Now we're on the east side of Middleton. This is a huge area. We're actually going to go back in there. We're going to take a right here. I'm down Duff Lane. Duff Lane is 1 mile off of Middleton Road. And when we head down here, we can take a right into an acreage property. I wanted to go on a lot of acreage properties here to show what we're looking at in terms of what Middleton offers and why people move out here. Yes, there are smaller subdivisions. Yes, there are Hubble Homes. There's Hayden Homes. There's CBH. There's Toll Brothers. There's all sorts of, mass-produced builders, but a lot of acreage homes. We're going to see back here development that's going on. We're going to see Gardner Homes. I think has a lot to do with that, if I'm not mistaken, all of it or some of it to do with that. But here's some acreage properties. These are all an acre. Again, I wanted to show this just so that you guys could see what Middleton looks like in terms of the acreage properties. That's really what I like selling out here. Also, I just put somebody in one of the last subdivisions I go through in this tour is Stonehaven, and it's smaller lots, and it's Randy and his girlfriend got an awesome place there. Just past my sister's house, and this video is too fast to see it, but we just passed it. We're gonna take a left on Landrift Lane. This is so cool. I wish this would slow down for half a second, or just take it all in. It's like sprawling. It feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere. I just love that Landrift Lane. This is from 1 mile over. From Duff to Lansing is 1 mile. So we're gonna go north on Lansing, taking a left here. You'll see some of the, old time feel. We're going to come up here on the right is Roots Barkyard, owned by my good friend. Awesome place to get your rock and gravel. And also if you need to store your RV, the best rates in town. This is it right here on the right. You can see this flat area. By the time you see it, that's gonna be filled with RVs and storage. But again, you're kind of seeing and appreciating what Middleton has here. It's open. Yes, there are some places that need to be fixed up, but it's open. And we're gonna take a left or head north on Kingsbury. Again, we went from Duff to Lansing to Kingsbury. Those are all 1 mile apart. And we're gonna go up here. I'm actually gonna take a right onto Foothill. Last time I was on this road, this went through, but it stops. And this is property of people I know, and so I thought I could go all the way through. It doesn't anymore, so we're going to take a U-turn there, and we're going to head all the way in Foothill. Foothill winds, and it goes back from Kingsbury to Lansing. This is kind of cool, though. I mean, to me, it feels like you're out there quite a ways, and you've got definitely some non-HOA type stuff going on. And then you get to this, and you go up a half mile. We're going to get to Quail Hollow Drive up there. That's where we're going to take a right on next. You can see on the map. And you're going to see acreage properties, some of the best builders at that price range you can find. I mean, 1.3, 1.2 in here. Highland Homes. I absolutely love this area. This is something that we considered getting into. We got something into that was less price that we feel is very similar. In fact, we love our location because we're closer to the freeway. But here is some acreage properties again in Middleton, and you can see there's RV bays, there's nice finishes, there's just a good feel. I'm sure there's an HOA here that keeps track of everything, but again, not the Eagle look, right? Like it's nice, but it's not gaudy. At least that's my description. And we, when we looked at Eagle and we ended up moving out to here, we were looking at these types of properties. And maybe that's why this hits home. That's why I focused on these, was because this is exactly what we were looking for. And so we liked the nice feel that Middleton has and how it's got the potential to become a little bit more prim and proper, while at the same time we were in a prim and proper subdivision, and we were super glad to get away from all of that. We're gonna head north. We're crossing Purple Sage right here. I'm glad it shows on the map here for us. And we're gonna take a right on a street I'd never ever been down before. It just feels like you're in the middle of South, like in the middle of the Midwest. I feel like this is, if any of you guys ever been to like Missouri where it's just like green, they don't even try to make it green, it's just all green. Like this was to the left, which you can hardly see on the camera. It was really green, and like there's a stream that went there, and that's where the trees naturally grew. And then there's this back country of just these random, 5-acre properties, 10-acre properties, homes that are 50 years old, and a couple homes that were super new. And then we're gonna take a right onto Blessinger. Blessinger is a mile east of Kingsbury. So we've hit every major street on the east side of town so far. And then we're gonna go back on Purple Sage. Potato fields, cornfields, acre subdivisions, little plots of land, homes are off the main strip, little neighborhoods. We're gonna see it all on Purple Sage here. And I'm glad we've sped this up. I don't want you to get bored watching this. I do want you to kind of get a feel. We can slow this down. You can see a lot of what we're looking at, but it's good. It gives you the feel of what Middleton is and how spread out it is. And then we're gonna take a right into this neighborhood. This is acreage properties. This is Thoroughbred Estates. And we're actually gonna come back on the street here to the right, but we're just gonna take a little loop and you'll see the acreage properties that this is. This is a little higher end than some of the other ones we've looked at, but it's just kind of the higher end because of the, I guess I should just say higher end price. I think we're looking at a 1.5. I toured the home here on the right in front of us there on the left. I toured that home 4 or 5 months ago. Buyers didn't go for it. And I'm pretty sure it was like 1.5, and it was a couple acres, and they got a huge shop and a huge garage. There's a home I was actually gonna tour today in this neighborhood as well. I decided not to. Good neighborhood. This one's north on Duff, and Duff, again, it's a mile east of Middleton Road, and so it's on the east side of Middleton. This is Dewey Avenue on the left there. That's Middleton Road. Dewey Ave is not what the name of that street is. All right, we're gonna take a left on Galloway. Galloway being a mile further than Purple Sage, and just enjoy the country feel. I mean, that farm right there is not being used right now. It's so awesome. So now we're on Cemetery. Cemetery, we passed Middleton Road. Cemetery, we're gonna come down. We're gonna jaunt over on Purple Sage. We're gonna see on the corner here is Valhalla Estates. I think it's Estates. So there it is. That is that neighborhood there. Again, those are acreage properties. But you can see, like, some people wouldn't appreciate these homes. They wouldn't want to be in a community where there's some of these homes on the side. I love it. I love that it's not prim and proper everywhere. I love where I live. I appreciate the beauty around. I appreciate the lack of beauty around. It speaks to me, and it won't speak to everyone, but it speaks to me. Again, acreage properties. There we go. You're getting the feel, very spread out. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to take a right on Willis, I believe, up here. Sold a couple homes in this neighborhood to the right. This is Toll Brothers. This is West Highlands. A lot going on there. A lot of good sized homes, 2,800 square feet for 550, 600,000, as opposed to getting raked over the coals for that acreage, which you don't have to have. So we're gonna take a left on the Willis, which is east. So now we're about a mile north of the main drag, or the highway. West Highlands is to the right, West Highlands is to the left. I think there's different names for the different parts and different phases, but it's all Highlands Estates, West Highlands, Highlands Estates, all that type of stuff. Now we're back onto Cemetery. We were on this road earlier. We're gonna pass the elementary school up here on the right. We're gonna hit a slow, this is very, very slow. We're gonna hit speed bumps. It's very, very slow through here. And we're gonna pop out and go on to Main Street and go west on Main Street, which is actually towards the freeway. And when we're on the Main Street, we're going to see the different look of the other side of the road, because when we were on the Main Street before, we were looking at everything, because the camera's tilted, we're looking at everything on the south. Now we're looking at everything on the north. There's Middleton Fitness Center, the bank for you, a couple orthodontists and dentists in there. We're going to pass coming up here on Jack in the Box, which is very new to, oh, Jack in the Box is back there. I live right here, basically. I got confused. There's Hartley. Here's the Tractor Supply. Yep, thank you. I didn't know I pointed that out, so that's good. Feels just super open, right? This is the end of Middleton city limits right here. This street going up, it's Emmett Road. It goes out to Emmett, you might have guessed it. And we're gonna come up here past the high school, and then we're gonna loop around, and we're gonna see Stonehaven to end this out. But anything to the left here, there's a neighborhood over there to the left is acreage. It's 11 houses, it's acres there, acre lots. And Middleton High School is quite a nice high school. It's 5A right now, and 5A is the highest currently. They're trying to get 6A to be the highest, and if they did that, Middleton would drop to 5A, not be the highest, which is needed for this place. There's that Highlands again, the Toll Brothers to the left. There's a Hayden Home Subdivision behind there. You've got the football field, which they just got new turf there. That's the old turf. You've seen a few churches. Churches are abundant here, and we're going to head down into Stonehaven. And this is where I was talking about. I had a customer who bought here. In fact, we're going to pass by his house. I'm not going to show you which one it is, but this is the exact neighborhood he was in. Great builders are in here. There's a couple builders in here. Sunrise is in here. Venta is in here. That runner right there gave me the weirdest look of why I had a camera on the top of my car filming him. But here is Stonehaven. Look, these are $600,000-$700,000 homes. and a lot of these have 3-car garage. Some of them have 2. There was a couple homes in here that sold for under 500, and so that's what you get in Middleton, is a little bit more bang for your buck. Super, super good neighborhood. A ton of RV bays. You get a lot of RV bays in Middleton. You get a lot of RV bays in Star, probably more so in Star. But when you do have an RV bay, I had somebody tell me you don't get your money's worth out of it, but you really do. You get your money's worth out of that RV bay because of how prevalent they are here and the cost that goes into them now. So anyway, that wraps up our Middleton tour. Hope you enjoyed being the passenger looking around. That is looking at the acreage properties and also looking at, you know, some of the smaller areas, but just seeing the wide open expanse. Okay, so now that you've seen the full video tour of us going up and down the streets of Middleton, I want you to watch the next video I recommend for you about Middleton right here. It's a good one. You're gonna want to watch it all the way through. It's more of an inside peek at the market and stats and data and things like that. So go watch that video now. Middleton's best right now. Go watch it right here. Go, 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 go.